Welcome to Knockin Chu Out. Yeah, I have to lay down for this stream because my stomach is still not right. But I am feeling a lot more better than I did on Monday. I still can't eat any real foods, so if I get hungry, I'm gonna have to just stick to the applesauce packets. But I'm done with taking Pepto-Bismols because I do not need them no more. Besides, I ought to make bathroom trips because then my food has to go somewhere since my food has to, like, get out somewhere. Hi there. Now, lay down and relax the stream.
We're in South Florida, running us up by day, fuzzy spots at night. Tonight we bring you the place to be on this road to WrestleMania. Amaranth Bank Arena in Sunrise. Hosts Friday Night Smackdown.
I'm still sick.
The course of everything could be measured in real time. The biggest superstars are here just outside Fort Lauderdale, including Ria Ripley with Iyo Sky. Tonight the focus is Ria in singles action. A recent weird exchange with Giulia has turned into this.
Yeah, so here's the thing. Iyo Sky was supposed to fight Giulia today, but for some reason they switched to Ria Ripley, so something must have happened. But no explanation. They've done this before. This isn't the first time, but whatever.
The irresistible forces are ready.
If they can fool our dynamic duo. So let's meet our first potential fooler.
Already lagging.
What's behind the scenes? I have 3 children who watch everything Dad does. If Dad can
That's a nice outfit that Lash Legend has. I love the Clueless aesthetic. Except it's not the right pattern.
Everything has to be approved by her. Yeah, without my wife.
For crying out loud.
She designed my office into
Stupid porn ads.
perfect creative space. This is where I
Will be the next name added to Elimination Chamber. Will it be Cody?
I am 2 matches away from the dream, from main eventing WrestleMania.
Hi there, everyone joining.
Will it be Jacob?
And I'm being scratched out. Tonight, I'm winning.
I can't wait to be back on my real desk. I mean, I was on my real desk on Tuesday, but I still was feeling abdominal pain.
You're gonna win the big one tonight.
What am I playing? I'm not playing nothing. Read captions. Hi, Mackenzie, welcome.
I'm gonna feel it. You're gonna win the big one tonight.
watching you live from Northville, UK. Hi there. How does she sleep with this?
Wade, the American Nightmare, survived one of the wildest triple threat matches you'll see. And with that, he had his desperate last chance to win. That has an elimination chance.
Yeah, so 4 slots now taken, and what a card it looks like already. Randy Orton, LA Knight, Javon Evans, no surprise package there, and of course, Cody Rhodes, 2 spots left, one of which will be filled tonight, but man, destiny in the hands of the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, as he looks to main event WrestleMania once again. He's 1 win away.
What's scary? Food poisoning? I know it is. You could die from that. But thank goodness mine was minor.
Eight days away from Elimination Chamber in Chicago.
Yeah, what we say, 1 win away from the main event of WrestleMania. It really...
First of all, thank goodness that worked out. Or you were gonna be in big trouble.
Big lucky. I swear if I had to go through, one more.
You know, actually, I do
Never mind.
some camps for children to teach them magic, and they think they're learning magic, but actually what they're learning is public speaking. Often,
But
the first
if
thing
I had to go through one,
say their name,
canceling out
they
another
sit down
porn
and
ad.
cry. It's so embarrassing to say their name. But by the end of the week, they're standing up in front of their friends doing magic tricks they just learned. And the ability to take a kid who's scared to say their name and is crying to then performing something, that's the power of magic. That's
What do you want to talk about?
Jacob Fatu. Why are these adult websites popping up on your system? Because that's what happens when you use the wrestling server link sometimes, especially on a console. Either that or telling me to come out as a lesbian. I'm not gonna do it, but I wouldn't be too, like, you know, I wouldn't doubt, like, you know.
What do you want to talk about? There may be no talking.
Hey, I'm not saying I'm predicting my future, but I'm saying.
Usual brand of terror.
I'm not like, you know, against kissing a girl. Does that make me bi? I don't know. I'm questioning that.
Let's keep this 100. You wouldn't even be out here speaking, talking about Elimination Chamber if it wasn't for Giulia. I had you and Sami beat last week. I was walking out with a dub. I know it. And you know it. But my concern isn't about you right now. Let me double back real quick. My concern right now is about Drew McIntyre. So let's double back and keep it 100. Drew, bring your punk ass out here so I can dog walk your ass. I'm gonna run again.
Jacob, I know you're upset. I think you have every right to be. But listen, I had a feeling this was going to happen. So I gave Drew McIntyre the night off. Which is not something I really want to do because he is the WWE champion, but there is too much at stake. Chamber right around the corner. WrestleMania on the horizon. I cannot take any unnecessary risks. So look, this is supposed to be Cody Rhodes' mic time. So why don't you and I leave the ring to him, give him his time, we go to my office, and we can discuss you getting your hands on Drew McIntyre.
What? Can't keep the champ's name out of their mouth now, can they?
Damn, they had to zoom in all the way.
Nick, I appreciate you giving me the night off, but number one, I'm the champion and I do what I want. Number two, I love Smackdown. I love Smackdown so much, I bought myself an entire suite just to watch the show. And Jacob, heard you running your mouth. I'm right here, man. All gas, no brakes. More like all bark, no bite. What are you gonna do?
Apparently he's going to go to a luxury suite to do something about it.
Cross bodies are getting dropped, Joe. Jeez.
Security is no match
Poor skinny
for
guy.
Jacob Fatu right now as Nick Aldis is trying to control the situation.
Does he do a full work dinner? No, mommy, because on Fridays it's on here. It's on where? It's on here, mommy. Like, I don't know why are you looking so hard. Like,
Maybe no choice. All right? Hey, security, get up there and get him out of the building.
you really have your dates twisted, even though you know my routine.
We're going to get him out of the building. Here, let me go to him.
I need that. And I need him.
I understand.
Calm down. Calm down.
Fatu absolutely enraged.
Is waiting to explode at the sight of Drew McIntyre. That's up to Nick Aldis.
Honestly, I'm just like, fix your hair or pull it off.
It won't last.
45 security guards.
Hi there.
And the whole damn world's against me because I'm the champ. They are jealous of Drew McIntyre because I'm the champ. Everybody wants to be me because I'm the champ. Hey, Drew! Hey! The whole world's not after you because you're the champ. The whole world's after you because you are an asshole.
Well, it all boiled up among these three in Germany in early January. That's when the title came into Drew's hands. It has not
That's where
simmered
we'll
down
send
at
them,
all.
I guess.
Drew, Jacob, and Cody entangled. An explosive start to Friday Night Smackdown.
Man, it looks to kill. Drew McIntyre, Cody Rhodes, clearly no love lost between those two. Will Jacob Fatu into that mix? What a potent combination that would be.
8 days away from Elimination Chamber as Cody Rhodes will try to make his way to WrestleMania. But as much as we are looking ahead to Elimination Chamber, of course we're looking ahead to all of this road to WrestleMania. There's still so much to unpack from recent events like Solo Sikoa and the MFTs.
Strength in Numbers is presented by Arby's.
Ugh.
We have the meats.
I can't even look at fast food right now. That's how sick I am.
Champion tag team match. Carmelo Hayes, Dragunov, Shinsuke Nakamura, Matt Cardona, and Solo and his game.
Cody misses being WWE champion. Yes, because he doesn't know the life of being a mid-carder, which he's slowly turning into every day now. WWE can try to make him a top star still because he's just that popular in merchandise sales, but in reality, he's doing mid-card work.
Major victory.
Carmelo.
Listen to me. You are the United States champion. You are him. If you shoot, you don't miss. You will win the qualifier match. You will walk into the Elimination Chamber and you will go straight to WrestleMania! Oh, sorry, I got way too much into it.
Hey, yo. Now, hold up, man. I don't need you telling me how to be him. How about you keep that same energy for your opponent tonight? Because I'm going to do what I'm going to do. Because Melo don't miss.
Hey, I know that. And everything I said is true. I believe in you. But there's one thing that will not happen, and that is you walking into WrestleMania as the United States champion. And yet still a fight on there. First, we're gonna take care of Tama.
Tonga, he's fighting. I was like, aren't they saying commentary or whatever?
Everything's a game. Some nights, it's played with colors, tension. Never knowing who might show up at the table. WrestleMania Vegas. It's anyone's game.
What did the doctor told me about the hospital? I already said what he said, and I didn't go to no hospital. I went to the urgent care. all I had was a minor food poisoning from a Wendy's burger. All I have to do is just eat the right food to relax the pain and just, hydrate. That's basically all I have to do. It was minor. It's not like it was fatal. Otherwise, I would have had to really be in the hospital, but it wasn't fatal. It was just minor because I didn't throw up once. I felt nauseous at times, and there were times where I thought I did have to throw up, but I didn't. Yesterday, I was dehydrated. I was super dehydrated yesterday. Now I'm just basically been in the bathroom all day. Not constantly, but I'm just saying, like, I took a lot of bathroom breaks today, so that's basically, all that poop stored up now has to leave me because it wasn't digesting right, but now that it's finally slowly digesting properly now, it can finally be released. I did eat unhealthy food yesterday though. It was a Dunkin' Donuts I ate, but I felt real sluggish after I ate it. So you can just tell from there I can't really eat junk food still. My God.
Mr. Wellington, you're damn right I'm Wellington. Yes, I got a body.
My God, this website wants me to come out as a lesbian. No thanks, I have my own tits to look at. I'm recovering slowly but surely, but I'm just pissed off that I can't eat all this food because my mom has been making really good dinners lately and I can't eat them. She's making me French fries. I think French fries are a good compromise. Sure, it's a fat food, but it's not like I'm having cheese on top of Orton.
Listen, how long did you have to wait to get here? How long did I? Anxious. I will give you Drew McIntyre. But I need you to wait.
I'm not gonna wait much longer.
The show never stops at WWE 2K26, and this week 2K revealed details of this year's showcase moment center on CM Punk's career. Pre-order WWE 2K26 today. Early access begins on March 6th. Influencing High Older Warriors WWE, Ilya Dragunov.
Okay, we got it.
For action.
And he's got a major axe to grind, as you mentioned, Joe. Ilya was supposed to get a rematch for his formerly held United States Championship last week against Carmelo Hayes. That got scuppered by the arrival of the MFTs, one of whom he will be doing combat with right now.
And we went from a potential title match to a 10-man tag team.
And his opponent, accompanied by MFT, weighing in at 240 pounds, Tonga.
So Solo Sikoa still with the Wyatt 6 lantern in hand, and the MFT's a dangerous combination, and perhaps no one weighed among them has shown more fight and who got weaponry.
I'm telling you, they should just light the lamp on fire. And then Solo Sikoa catches on fire, so that could, like, you know, pretend to make it like Bray Wyatt lit them on fire, because he knows that that's not the true holder of the lantern.
Different side of Tama Tonga, who stepped up massively. He won the tag titles, won the Wyatt 6. He beat Shinsuke Nakamura a couple of weeks ago, and then last week got the dub for the MFTs in the 10-man tag that you mentioned. So Tama Tonga is a man on the rise here on Smackdown right now, and another win tonight would be massive.
Dragunov and Tama Tonga, as this match is presented by Arby's. We have the Mace. A different side of Tama Tonga is what we've seen with recent results as the Mad Dragon gets to work at the top. Some devastating opponents with that running cutthroat elbow. Now the Mad Dragon, the target for it all. You see it beating down with a series of right hands.
Yeah, the start of this match could only ever be one word, which is intense, and both men bringing it right from the off. And far be it from me to question the character of Tama Tonga, but I have to question the mindset of Ilya Dragunov, knowing full well that there are 4 MFTs outside the ring here, and Ilya Dragunov stands alone. Surely it's only a matter of time before the MFTs involve themselves in this match.
Yeah, it's just the mindset of Dragunov, though, to just say, if there's a fight in front of me, that's where I want to be, no matter who's surrounding him.
Which is often presented as a massive strength in this game, and it usually is, but in a situation like this, maybe you do want to take your foot off the gas and think, no, there's 5 of them, there's 1 of me, probably not going to be successful here unless you come up with something quite incredible.
Tama Tonga goes running right into that right knee of Dragunov, who then delivers the big boot as well.
Nice movement from Tama Tonga, avoiding the worst of that boot. Incredibly nimble on his own and vicious on the attack, but right now it's all about Dragunov.
This is the high motor revving engine we see all the time from Ilya.
Yeah, that's a good word. High motor right there from Dragunov. Simply has no way of slowing down and has an engine that does not seem to fatigue at all. Nice start here from Dragunov. Tama's got to regroup.
Tell Butler to get more soup for me. Huh? Tell Butler to get more soup for me.
So an offensive spurt from Ilya Dragunov as Tama Tonga, as you said, looking to regroup on the outside. He does so, just draping and hanging that head of Dragunov over that top rope.
Yeah, staggering Dragunov just briefly, but you know full well Dragunov is going to be straight back on the attack. That is so. This has been an absolute scramble from the off.
Bray Wyatt was still here.
Being set early
on.
He followed him up. You know, sometimes he winds up that Constantine special, but instead it was Tama Tonga, well scouted tonight.
Yeah, I'll tell you, the presentation of Tama Tonga, it would be easy to assume this guy isn't really particularly skillful. He's just a master at the art of savagery. However, technically astute, high flyer, incredibly fast.
Oh, Bobby, I'm hugging you with my leg.
And I think that plays to exactly what you were describing of this new look, this new side that we've seen in recent months.
Yeah, Tama Tonga's been
in my way
of late. I mean, you still get that feral growling occasionally, but there seems to be a man who's dialed it down a little bit, brought a little more smarts to the game, and it's proving highly effective in the early goings in 2026.
Anyway, everyone, isn't it great that Bianca Belair got her finger surgery? Because finally, her finger finally healed on the outside, so now they can finally go through the trouble of getting it done in the inside, because that's what they were waiting on this whole time. They were waiting for her finger to be all healed up on the outside, because they said, I don't know why, like, you know, honestly, in my opinion, but they said the outside has to heal first, because if they worked on the inside without the outside being fucked up, it would have just broke her entire finger altogether. So that's why they had to wait so long.
It needs
But
to
she
be
finally
with his
got
family.
finger surgery on the inside, and when she sliced it open, it basically looked like
Dragunov.
what John Cena had all those years ago. That a huge ball of pus just was right there, and it just all got slid out. And her finger's still swollen as if it's still there, but she's working on bending it. She visits the doctor like 3 times this whole week, and she said that she's practicing how to bend it again, and she says it hurts, but she can feel herself bending it like, normally again.
And how quickly did Dragunov turn from being on the defensive there to all-out attack? And now in the drop zone is Tama Tonga.
Tonga quick to his feet. Straight to Dragunov and slams him down. And how quickly things can turn around with Tama Tonga.
Yeah, but unfortunately she's going to miss WrestleMania. Well, she said she would still show up to WrestleMania for moral support, but nothing involving a storyline.
Tama Tonga in control here on Friday Night Smackdown against Ilya Dragunov, who told Carmelo Hayes, the U.S. champion. After I'm done with Tama tonight, we can get back to where we left off. Get back to that rematch he thought he was going to have for the U.S. title a week ago. Instead, it was the MFTs. You see Solo Sikoa and his crowd, who caused chaos last week, and he ended up with a 10-man tag team. Now Ilya Dragunov looking for a bit of revenge, as he's trying to rally back against Tama Tonga.
Both men having to dig deep at this point. Both have taken a lot of attrition in a
We
relatively
might have a
short amount of time
confirmation
in this
on
match.
what's inside that mystery box, and a lot of people say it's Chris Jericho, but a lot of people are also saying it's not at the same time. They've labeled it down to 2 people. It's either Chris Jericho or some AEW star named Henry DeVaugh, something, I don't know. Those who watch AEW correctly. He wears Sting face paint. But anyway, that guy, they said he might show up there.
Spinning again, and now there are levels to his game as he chops down at the knee. Tama Tonga able to get out of the way. Dragunov right back on top of him, looking for the German.
Technical excellence of Ilya Dragunov now, just hold for hold, counter for counter, German suplex, and refusing to let go. He's applying a bear hug here if he's going to try for yet another German suplex. Looks like it is the latter. So how much exhaustion is on both of these men at this point? Oh! How high was that landing on the back of the neck? And head of Tama Tonga.
And then he looks at Solo Sikoa and says, "You like that?" The MFTs surrounding this ring, and there stands Ilya Dragunov, all on his own, willing to fight Tama Tonga at this level, in this intensity. The Constantine special.
So much momentum, and what a connection, that could be it now.
Shoulders are down.
That was an awkward-looking attempt there from Ilya Dragunov. Clearly his own body not cooperating with his mind at this point. He's taken such a beating, and that could have been crucial there because it was a late kick out.
That for quite a while.
But still, it might be academic anyway.
Climbing up top, Tama back to his feet.
A little bit.
Looking to deliver, but instead,
I'm still very
right on his
sluggish, and I
head goes
can't eat
Dragunov.
properly yet.
Tonga looking to put it away right here, and gets that right shoulder up just the
My
match.
stomach pains have lessened more and more.
Modified flatliner right to the top of the head of Dragunov, and Dragunov now has no clue where he's at. I don't care how intense you are, once the mind gets wiped like that, there's very little you can do to resist.
Now you're seeing everything in the arsenal of Tama Tonga as Dragunov is looking for a way out.
Dragunov looking for anything at this point, nice.
But look at how much has been taken out of him.
And that's the problem, you hit a big move at this point in the match, you really need to follow it up either with a pin or something immediately afterwards. Well, I don't know what is left in the tank of Dragunov at this point, but I will tell you, he's on the wrong side of the tracks, and Tonga lower providing a distraction, and that's all Tama needed.
Series of headbutts as he sends Tama Tonga down. Up to the top rope. In the target zone is Tonga. Dragunov, all that high senton, flying off the top rope.
And that has completely knocked the stuffing out of the Tongan terror. JC Mateo on the apron.
Meanwhile, the roll-up for Tonga. And kick out by Dragunov. Big right hand. Oh, and he comes right back with the kick.
The Matrix shot right to the temple of Tonga just when Tonga looked like he was going to steal this thing.
And now Tonga roll-up, getting himself in the mix. There it is, cutthroat. Cutthroat running elbow.
Whoa, you're... Whoa, man. I must say, I kind of like your face paint, Tonga, when it's all smeared, rather when you have it freshly painted. That looks more badass.
And yet another success for this man in 2026.
Exactly the way
You thought I was playing, huh? Oh, yeah, quiet there. You thought that I was playing? Well, I ain't.
Complain about what?
This is my family tree. This is my show. And this is what's going to happen from now on. I got the tag titles. I'm coming for everybody.
Oh, Ilya bravely up on his feet, going the attack. Knowing,
what the hell are you doing, Ilya?
Knowing there are 5 of them surrounding. And of course, oh, they get the best of him. This Mateo with a body shot. Now Tonga. Oh, the massive choke slam.
Almost 7 feet tall, packed with power. And Ilya Dragunov, what on earth were you
He's in
thinking?
deep trouble now. Oh, this is going to get ugly here. Dragunov. Oh, that Cardona was coming down to the rescue.
Cardona, who was tagging with Dragunov against the MFT last week, tried to provide some resistance, beaten to the punch by Tama Tonga. Another of the tag partners from last weekend. The same result. How devastating is Tama Tonga?
Tama Tonga's an absolute destroyer. I mean, you barely need the numbers game when you have a nearly 7-foot piece of... Hold on.
You pop up there. The TV.
It's clear you use your family as a crutch. So you're left still standing. If you're the shining light, then it's time you show everyone that you can stand on your own. The next time I come down to that ring, I'll be alone. I will expose all the insecurities that you have hidden from the fire of life. The only question is, will you show up?
What do you want to do now, Drew? Nick, relax. Come on, man. Just having some fun out there. The people are having fun. Like I saw you crack a smile. Yeah, well, I'm not having fun. Because I got Chamber around the corner, WrestleMania after that, and Chaos every week, all centered around you. I gave you the night off. And what do? You buy a luxury box. Okay, points for originality, but you crossed the line. So look, I'll tell you this for free. Keep testing me. And I'll show you what I can do.
You don't need this right now. I need to relax. I'm going to do you a favor, and I'm going to leave right now. Just got to relax a bit.
Apparently, Drew McIntyre is done for the evening. Well, ironically, joining me as the man who hopes to challenge Drew at WrestleMania, he is the Viper, Randy Orton.
I'm fine, yes, I'm okay.
Randy, as you know, to earn that opportunity at WrestleMania, you have to win the Elimination Chamber match next Saturday. How do you feel about the competition you're going to face, which includes one of your closest friends, Cody Rhodes?
Well, Byron, everybody in the Elimination Chamber is most certainly on edge. I mean, you just saw what literally just happened. Drew McIntyre, our champ, just got ejected from the arena. But when it comes to my friend, Cody Rhodes.
Randy. God, it's almost as if we predicted this. You and Cody Rhodes, I mean, you know that there's only one Rhodes. And that's what you do.
There was a time, Randy, when someone like myself, for that matter, the entire locker room, would not be able to get this close to you. No, because they'd wake up with the worst headache they've ever experienced.
You scared me for a second.
Because there was
I
this
said
one
it was
thing that they
minor. I
feared
didn't say
much
nothing
more
about
than
fatal
Alec
in my
Hale.
hopes, so no need
And I've
for
never
it to be that jumpy.
Why do we step down? So I think you should poke around your head a little bit.
I see what you're doing, Black. But the only version of me that I need to kick your ass is the one you're talking to right now. So I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'll talk to Alice. Ditch the suit, put on the gear, I'll see you in the ring.
Yeah, you might think it's buried. But consider me the shovel that will dig it back up. Let's go.
Who's
Soon
that?
enough.
Please? Mom, that's Randy Orton. And Carrie what's his name? Aleister Black.
WWE Women's Champion. The storm is coming to Fort Lauderdale next.
French fries. Homemade French fries. At least I know I won't get food poisoning with this.
Celebrate the career of AJ Styles with everything phenomenal. Only WWE Shop.
as for taste and smell, only my taste got like, you know, I lost my taste. I didn't lose my smell. But my taste I did. It took like maybe 2 weeks to get back. But I know I couldn't drink soda. I just kept drinking Gatorade. Because soda tasted disgusting to me. It tasted like syrup water. But this is not COVID. This is food poisoning. So.
A WWE World is returning to Vegas April 16th through the 20th, and the superstar lineup continues to get more and more star-studded. Brie Bella, Jake Cargill now added to the list. Stone Cold Steve Austin, Drew McIntyre, Liv Morgan, Ria, Cody, many more. And don't miss the all-new activations, the fan-favorite experiences, and the largest superstore in WrestleMania history. Head to WWEWorld.com for tickets, for information on the talent, and any updates. It's going to be amazing in April in Vegas.
It was a Wendy's burger.
Right now I have the pleasure of being joined by Lash Legend and Nia Jax.
I'm just mad that my brother ate the same thing as me and he didn't get it.
You work here, you should.
So I was the unlucky one to eat the unlucky burger.
Nonetheless,
I
I did
ordered
want to
2
ask you
burgers
both
and I was
about
going to save the other for later, but I just ate one and my brother ended up eating the one I
had
had
have a
left
match to qualify for Chamber, and once I win that we will
Is
be
there
on our
more
way
french
to a tag team
Is there
championship
more
match
french
next
fries?
week.
Give me.
As a matter of fact, that match was made earlier on today, so I wanted to ask you both about where you're...
Byron, just know we're coming for it all. And if you or anyone else thinks they have the slightest doubt that we win this women's division, just know all that doubt would be erased at WrestleMania.
The click.
Finger snap thing. I'm gonna start doing that with you.
I'm sitting like this because she's in the way.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the WWE Women's Champion, Jade Cargill. That championship puts a big target on Jade's back. Also makes her the best, most dangerous version of herself, like we saw last week in the title match.
45 minutes because my internet was out. Hello, thanks for coming by here now.
A powerful display to retain the gold with a jaded. Nice performance there from the champ. Successful retention, and then afterwards decided she was going to send a little message to the Royal Rumble winner Liv Morgan. You do not want a piece of this at WrestleMania. Liv Morgan, we still wait to see her decision. Liv Morgan says she will make that decision on Monday night.
See, she still has her triangle
I'm
style.
not gonna tell y'all again. I defend my title on my time.
So another 100 days.
See, Jordan Grace tried it. She tried her best, but her best just wasn't good enough. Now everybody's so bold backstage. Everybody's so loud online. But when y'all step to me, y'all all fold. Liv, I know you're watching, and I know you're making your decision this Monday in Atlanta. And lucky for me, that's where I reside. So I'm coming to hear that decision face to face. And whether you choose me or whoever comes out of the elimination chamber, whether that be Charlotte, Iyo, Alexa, Tiffany, Nia, Ria. At the end of the day, come WrestleMania, I'm still coming out the WWE Women's Champion because I'm still that bitch.
Confident Jade Cargill was an emphatic statement
very
from the
good,
women's WWE champ entering WrestleMania season. That is a woman who fears nobody, Royal Rumble winner or otherwise. She referenced it. Liv Morgan has announced she will make her decision Monday on Raw. The Royal Rumble winner deciding which route she will go for WrestleMania.
I think Charlotte can beat her, yes, but then we have the like, you know, remembrance of Charlotte being long-term champion forever. This is not a matter of which I would rather. I'm just sick of everyone. Make out already. Because you almost did. Yeah, but Charlotte, I've never seen you in a black robe before. You look swell. And I love how Charlotte is kind of trying to match with Alexa Bliss and go with the black pink concept.
Of course, it's well on the other side of Elimination Chamber, fighting in a WrestleMania Championship match where Charlotte has spent the majority of her career. Now she's trying to take a step closer.
If you have a darker shade of blonde hair, you could totally pull off this look. I mean, she had, what, 2 title defenses? No, she had 1 title defense, and that was with Jordan Grace. But fine, if you're gonna make me say would I rather, yes, I'd rather have Charlotte a champion because at least she fought if she was going to keep losing and winning. tired. Mommy, my arm's getting tired. What? My arm's getting tired because you're in the way, so I keep it back. I did say to move. You just didn't listen.
Smackdown here in Fort Lauderdale, and how about what's coming to Tampa? Backlash is coming to Benchmark International Arena in Tampa, Florida. It'll be Saturday, May 9, and tickets are on sale now via Ticketmaster. And we just saw moments ago Aleister Black poking the bear, playing with fire, and now this is official, Wade.
Yeah, careful what you wish for, Aleister Black. You're now going one-on-one with the Viper, Randy Orton, tonight, right here on Smackdown.
That is coming up later tonight. Of course, men's elimination chamber qualifier, and right now, the women's elimination chamber qualifying match with Charlotte Flair, a chance to make a WrestleMania championship match. She had that chance at Ria.
I love that butterfly, but jeweled right in the center of her halter choker piece.
Nia Jax.
I don't like that at all. There's nothing good that I've been like about her.
Nah, she's just irrelevant here.
She's not likable,
I liked her in NXT. At least in NXT she had a purpose.
Wade, it has been tough to dismiss what we've seen out of Kiana James, and now she has a chance to join that crowd already qualifying for the women's elimination chamber.
Yeah, what a crew that are already in there. A bunch of world champs, Tiffany Stratton, Ria Ripley, Alexa Bliss, Asuka. 2 places left, one of which will be decided right now. And you have to say, looking at the field, Kiana James is a rank outsider tonight, bearing in mind she's in there with 2 former multiple-time world champions.
Speaking of former women's champions.
And
from San Diego, California, Nia Jax. Of course, Jax has been a force on every level. Look at that look from Charlotte.
Oh, someone's beat historically between
That was not too bad, but pretty plain. But hey, Nia Jax always working on stuff.
Nia Jax thought she'd be walking in tonight as one half of the tag champs. That match against the champs Ria and Iyo, also last legend last week getting thrown out by the referee, although they do have their rematch next week on Smackdown, as we just learned.
Whenever you say, did I read comment, if you don't pop up, I'm not going to acknowledge it. So obviously
that has got everybody's attention, but now a massive opportunity for her own championship aspirations here. Women's Elimination Chamber qualifying triple threat match. And a big elbow to start things off with Charlotte.
Well, incredibly dismissive right off the bat. Weren't Nia and Charlotte had eyes only for each other. Kiana James saying, hey, what about me? Okay. Well, there you go, Kiana. That's what you get for your troubles.
I hardly remember that time of Randy Orton because I was too young and frankly I didn't care about wrestling, but sure. I definitely would say that was one of Randy Orton's most lifetimes. Who are you?
Yeah, there's going to be no deal brokered in the middle of the ring with Nia Jax.
Yeah, and I don't know if I agree with that from Nia Jax. The smart thing would be to team up against one of your opponents and make this effectively a singles one-on-one matchup, increasing your chances of getting through to the Elimination Chamber next week. Well, Nia Jax clearly does not play that way.
As she levels Charlotte and then levels James with the pop-up headbutts.
Level both of them.
And now Nia
Let's
Jax
celebrate.
with each of her rivals lined up for the hip attack.
The spoiled for choice at this point, and this is turning into a cakewalk for Nia Jax. It's just been too easy, as Nia is simply too powerful.
Oh, shoulder goes right to that post. Women's Elimination Chamber qualified. Continuing on here, Women's Elimination Chamber qualifying match.
And Joe Tess is currently being assaulted by Nia Jax at ringside while the fight continues in the ring. And a recovery here from Nia Jax. And here is the issue with taking Kiana James lightly, now taking full control of the matchup and starting to dominate against Charlotte Flair.
Brought it up earlier, Kiana James, and how impressive she has been recently. And really going beyond just guiding Giulia, it's everything she's done beyond that path of success. Her in-ring ability has shown through recently.
Yeah, I agree with you completely on that one, Joe. She has been absolutely fantastic for the last 6 or 7 weeks. Here's the issue. You're now at WrestleMania season. This is where the very best, i.e. Charlotte Flair, Nia Jax, find that new gear. And if you've never been in the winner's circle as a world champion, you really have to prove that you can hang with ladies like this. That Kiana is now, to be fair, doing exactly that.
Great crowd here in Fort Lauderdale tonight for Friday Night Smackdown. 11,400 plus.
Well, I'm looking at Charlotte's outfit even more now because it was kind of laggy when I was looking at it, but now that it's cleared up, I can see it. She has little butterflies all over her outfit. That's really pretty.
Potentially make things a little easier for those two in the chamber if they can team up together.
Really giving off the classic diva championship vibe whenever I see pink and black together.
Ripley and Lexington mentioning Asuka. 4 of the 6 have been decided, and now the 5th will be determined here.
Did I see Penta hit the Springboard Destroyer on Raw? I mean, maybe I might have, but I hardly remember Raw because I was very sick. I was very sick on Monday.
Catches her opponents by surprise.
And now they team up against Nia Jax, but Nia with the double clothesline.
But you do have to team up against Nia Jax. That's part of the issue when you're competing against Nia Jax. Very few women on their own can beat Nia Jax, as we've seen over the years. And this is Nia just starting to have a little fun in there at her opponent's expense.
Kiana and Charlotte lined up by Nia Jax. For the double suplex. Oh, and how about that? Charlotte and Kiana able to get the best of Nia.
Oh, just still, big one here.
So much on the line here in Fort Lauderdale. Big crowds for Friday Night Smackdown Women's Elimination Chamber qualifying match to see who will be the 5th superstar to make it to Chicago. We're just 8 days away. WrestleMania season. Charlotte Flair going up top against Kiana James and Nia Jax in this triple threat. Charlotte, high cross body.
It's that time of year, Joe, when the very best come out to play.
And of course, the 14-time world champion, the future Hall of Famer, you know what she has her sights set on. WrestleMania is just 8 weeks away, 8 days away as Elimination Chamber.
And Flair is making this just look too easy right now.
On the walkover clothesline, vintage Charlotte Flair.
Precision, pinpoint timing once again. From statistically the greatest in history, certainly the best resume in history, And looking to add to that by winning the Elimination Chamber and going on to WrestleMania. Getting there first, though, is the mission.
A long-time rival in Nia Jax receiving those Flair jumps.
Barely budging Nia Jax. That's the power this woman holds.
Charlotte in complete rhythm as she delivers the big boot and then takes one from Kiana James.
The problem with fighting two opponents at one time, eventually you're going to get caught. And Charlotte did indeed get caught, and this looks bleak now for her.
Oh! The boot that causes the Samoan drop. And both Nia and James are down, and a huge opportunity for Flair.
Oh, both ladies in the drop zone. We've seen this before, Joe. Kill two birds with one stone.
Flair lining up that moonsault. One of the best in the biz. High above everything. Delina and delivers it.
Yes!
To qualify for Elimination Chamber.
Well, it's gonna be Charlotte either way, so...
Kick out from Nia Jax, and that was a surprise after an expertly delivered moonsault to both opponents. Nia Jax catching the knees of Charlotte Flair, but still having just enough to kick out of a possible chance of getting to WrestleMania, clearly driving Nia Jax now.
You can see both the competitors looking up at that WrestleMania sign. And it's Nia. Oh, Charlotte gets the best of her. Pop up Samoan man. Did she take a hit there?
You dropped into her.
Look at the power. Kiana James.
Wow, you did it.
Kiana James, biggest opportunity of her career.
That was cool.
So strong. That was a ridiculously easy-looking lift.
Yes,
on the
it was.
Nia Jax did not even flinch on the way up.
She didn't wobble or nothing.
By Kiana James.
But it wasn't quite enough to get the dub. Now we're going to finish the drop.
Yes, I know.
It would be if Kiana James can actually pull this off against a combined 16-time world champion opponent here.
Biggest opportunity of her career by far. Her associate Giulia missed qualifying for Elimination Chamber, and now in against Flair, a future Hall of Famer. Jax, the former champion. Here is Kiana James, giving everything she can, Wade.
And all three of these women are just 2 wins away from a main event world championship opportunity at WrestleMania. One of those wins coming imminently for
Spanish Fly! Flair to do it right here! 2 and change!
That was an absolute shocker. That looks so close. Let's take another look at this.
I'm confused.
Almost out of nowhere from Charlotte Flair digging deep. And you see that shoulder just
I was like, yeah, she lifted it up too much. Yeah, that's why. No, you lifted her too much. What do you mean?
You can't blame me. And you can see an incredulous look on the face.
Lifted her shoulder off with her leg.
Kiana James looks as good as buried at this point.
She does. And then run right into the post.
And now this is just Nia Jax completely going on a tear on a major warpath. Get on the speed of Kiana James on that.
Oh, Nia Jax.
Gotta stay nimble.
Kiana James has found her gear. Trying to give her a taste of her own medicine.
Not quite the time to be gloating or mocking opponents this deep into the match, because this is what happens.
Flair's going to show her how it's done, Wade.
Locked in and put.
Oh, but instead of arching for the figure 8, it's a leg drop from Nia Jax.
Well, just after we brought Nia Jax off after eating those steel steps.
Yep, I knew it would be her because she was
Kiana James in the worst possible position.
Fighting to their
into the corner. Potential annihilator here. This could be it. Oh, and Flair comes in and saves it.
Jax had the match won, of course. Charlotte Flair fully aware of the danger of that particular annihilator, keeping the match alive for herself.
All three of our competitors are down. All three of our competitors are down. Charlotte Flair, the Spanish Fly. Kiana James getting Nia Jax up on her shoulders and delivering the drop. And moments ago, Nia Jax with an annihilator.
Well, that's off the Kiana James hanging in with these two.
And now the old rivalry. The years of going back and forth as Nia Jax just roars the 14-time world champion with the right hand.
Trade with Nia Jax, you're not going to win. This is what happens, Charlotte. That is not your wheelhouse. Not against Nia Jax. And that's more like it. You've got to try something coming. And you know full well, being a Flair, she has a lot of dirty tricks up her sleeve. She might need them if she's going to put Jax away here.
Winner here makes it to Elimination Chamber for a chance to get a World Championship match at Wrestlemania. We are just 8 days away from that golden ticket. Nia's got her up, but Charlotte able to get down and bring down Jax.
Oh, hold on.
And now Flair is getting right back to business.
Oh, Jax is completely stunned off that landing, and figure eight is locked in.
It is locked in. Charlotte is locked in. The Kiana James. Shoulders are down. Shoulders are down.
Well, she did. I knew she was getting hyped for a reason. She was getting hyped for a
Kiana
reason.
James somehow, some way, took the figure eight and turned it into a win.
What a mega play move there by Kiana James, scoring the dub, and she now rolls on to the Elimination Chamber. And the field is stacked. One place left to go.
Kiana James, breakthrough moment.
Thanks for telling me what I did.
We just lost a triple threat qualifying match. What are your thoughts on Kiana James qualifying for the Elimination Chamber?
But yeah, congratulations to Kiana for pulling an upset.
Her partner won't be so lucky tonight.
Exactly, because I'm going to wipe the floor with Giulia tonight. And then on Monday, Io's going to win the Elimination Chamber qualifying match. So we'll be seeing Kiana in the chamber.
I do have to ask, I know a lot of the focus is on Elimination Chamber, but do you feel like that could be clouding your preparation for next week's tag team title defense against Nia Jax and Last Legend?
Well, obviously we're focused on chamber. But, Byron, with the tag team champions for a reason. We know how to deal with the pressure of Wrestlemania season, and next Friday is going to be no different.
Nia and
Never seen that
don't
before.
stand
Yeah, going under Charlotte and then just hitting her like that.
Maybe the best of women win.
Alright, chicken.
Thank you, ladies.
The ruler, the conqueror, Oba Femi, the one and only explosive powerhouse. He's coming up against Kid Wilson next.
Yes, Kid Wilson. Yes, Kid Wilson.
Kid Wilson is dead. He's a goner. He's gonna hit him 2 or 3 times, and then he's gonna knock the crap out of his ass. And then he's gonna toss it.
Hi, Mommy. Ow.
Toxins. You're toxic. Oh, Mommy. You're right.
Fuck that.
Who's gonna fight toxins?
Yeah, you have one and I have one.
What is that?
What is this chocolate? burritos. I love burritos.
Me too. I don't get it.
Whatever.
You don't get it?
No.
Well, you don't because you don't watch Ratatouille.
He says millions of burritos,
Yeah.
Mommy. He doesn't say I love burritos.
What? I know what he says. I said
Then
Who, the little mouse? The little,
the little man.
Oh.
The man spider hair. When he gets in the water, his head turns into a spider.
Why don't you put the camera on me like this the whole time the music does that?
no, give
And
him
I'll just do this.
Then they'll think you're gay.
Why would that be gay? It's not like I was going like that or anything.
Now you are, asshole. Like now they definitely will.
That was a funny one.
They said, do you think Myles Garrett will be in the Patriots?
That would be a good pickup. But what about Crosby? Max Crosby. Yeah, Max Crosby.
I don't know who that is.
On the Raiders. I don't know. We might get AJ Brown.
Oh yeah, I know what that guy is.
He was on a podcast with Rob Gronkowski and Julia Letterman.
When?
I think like yesterday or the day before. And he was like, we're all Patriots. And then he said, yeah, we're all Patriots. And they was like, are you about to be a Patriot? And he was like, look at them. He was like,
Yeah.
uh-oh, might be a Patriot soon. I know one thing. He wants out of Philadelphia. So you don't want to try one?
No, I'm good. Mommy just gave me some French fries. That a crunch wrap?
Nah, quesadilla. I haven't got a crunch
Where
on
I'm
my
from is a 2-square-mile city, and it was the murder capital of the United States. East Palo Alto, California, gang violence, drugs going on. Like, it was like every night you would hear guns going off. You know, you hear about people getting shot, and where I live,
People you know?
yeah, you're either gonna get involved in this, or you're gonna end up in the penitentiary. But, you know, I've known tons of people that are in San Quentin. You know, if it wasn't for my grandmother, I would probably be in one of those two places.
You know, Steph McMahon has a way to have these incredible conversations, and on What's Your Story this week, she has just that with Royce Keys. It is a conversation where you will get to know him so much better. His life story that's filled with
If you need a
incredible
straw, just
hardships.
get the one that
But
you
it was the
need.
ring, it was this industry that has carried him through. That is this week on What's Your Story with Steph McMahon.
Hey, Kit, are you there?
Oh, you like poetry, do you?
Detox time, Joe.
I'm the true real man. I feel it in my motion. Kid Wilson, an antidote emotion. Kid Wilson, baby, no one can top
You got a
it.
girl song?
I'm in the fire. Yeah, I'm the topic. They told me, man, I say which kind. I don't know that rap part.
Absolutely not cool.
Well, people like this song that he has.
This is the part where I get admonished for being toxic.
Oh, this is about the Paul where you flex your bicep.
Don't do it. Don't do the hips.
I'm shaking the hips. I'm gonna
You're the
give
first
it a
male
go
wrestler
here.
I ever heard with a woman.
But it's coming, Joe. Get ready. Here we go.
Don't do it with them, please.
Rise and shake the
I'm
hips.
begging you not to be doing that.
I don't know. Maybe I can think of something.
No, we don't need feeling good with the hips.
There's never been a male wrestler with a female
That's your problem.
song.
And you have a
Or
lot of
female
toxic
singing.
masculinity. Yes. Oh, yes. No, hold on. Oh, yes.
The theme song sounds like Sabrina Carpenter. That's what everyone said at first.
And Edge don't count because that's all it says is you don't know. You think you know.
Oh, that's just a one-liner. That don't count. Of course that don't count. But anyway, people thought it was Sabrina Carpenter because yes, it does indeed sound like her. But no, it's one of Def Rebel's singers. And, you know, unknown.
They have a dominant male masculine Oba Femi versus. Well, you know.
Shut up, Bubba. That's the point. Every woman for herself. What will Iyo and Ria do if they face each other in Elimination Chamber? Who cares? Not a Kid Wilson fan. It's alright. I'm not saying I'm a Kid Wilson fan, but that song is fire. You can't deny that.
I'm gonna deny it.
Shut up.
It's not fire.
Shut up. You hate pop music anyway, so.
I don't hate pop music.
Yes, you do. Every pop music I listen to, you be like, that's gay.
Because you listen to Asian pop.
No, I don't. You act like all I listen to is K-pop music, dumbass. I listen to Sabrina Carpenter. I be listening to Doechii.
I hate her because she kills me on Fortnite.
Fuck off. So what? So does everyone else that's in that game.
I guess it's time to learn another lesson. There's nothing brilliant about it.
You don't bitch about what you call it A$AP Rocky or Kid leave the role.
A$AP Rocky's in that game?
I thought he is. Is he? Oh yeah, Travis Scott. But anyway.
Jay, no way. We got a match here. What's he doing?
Toxic.
Hey!
You are toxic.
Look,
And
Oba, I
creative
feel
matches
like
against
since the last time we met, you've done a lot of work and you've grown.
Liv Morgan is choosing Stephanie Vaquer as Mania 42. No way. I only said that like a billion times.
I want to read you a poem.
Whoa, hi Vicky, this is your first time on here. Vicky, the NXT referee, the NXT girl referee, Vicky.
To Oba Femi.
That's why they put it there, because no match is going to happen.
Forgive my doubt.
No match is going to happen.
I now see the greatness that people talk about.
No, she's been on.
I know, but they put her here just to get a feel.
Born to reign. With all these people chanting your name. I now know that's not fair because now, when I look in your eyes, Oba, I see a little teddy bear.
Whoop his ass, yo. Oba, fuck him up, buddy.
Wow, kids. That was actually quite nice. Wasn't it nice?
Yes, it was sweet.
Read another one.
I only prepared one, so...
Read another one.
It's a bad one. It's a bad one.
It's only my old...
Read!
Okay. This is some of the old material though, so just 9 things I hate about men.
Oh my goodness, this man.
I hate how they think being loud means they're strong. I hate how they think they are never wrong. Toxic! I hate how they act with no shame or regrets. Always comparing the size of their beast bayonets. Toxic. Maybe that one needs some work, but I hate how they strut like a self-made king. I hate every time they step in this ring. Do I have to? I hate every time. I hate their brand of masculinity. I hate the ruler. Oba, your toxicity.
Oh, how's your teddy bear now? He's about to find out.
I thought the pen was mightier than the sword. Well, that's clearly nonsense.
Oh, that big running uppercut. And how about another with all that size and power coming from behind it? Offense from Kim
Back
Wilson.
off.
Just bouncing off Oba Femi.
Oh, just tosses him halfway across the ring. And as Kit knows all too well, from grace.
That's it.
Excellent work.
I really thought that poetry was going to pierce the armor of Oba Femi, but the only thing getting pierced was the backbone of Kit Wilson, who just got minced in that ring by the ruler and destroyer that is Oba Femi.
Nothing being pierced there. Need a different kind of bayonet. He is the ruler. Oba Femi again.
And then, like, SpongeBob and them, and they're like,
What's inside? Zero ideas. Nothing on the paper.
That's a major award. 26.
yo,
Elimination Chamber.
nobody gets that.
Best in Elimination
Nobody
Chamber
got that
award.
joke.
I got it.
No, I'm
I
saying
won
that.
three
No.
of them. Best musical performance.
Get it?
Shocker of the year.
Get it?
I even won a Grammy.
That's a major
Do you
award.
mean a Slammy award?
That's, yeah, for
I never heard of that.
yeah.
Well, whatever it is, send this back to Monday Night Raw. Let my esteemed colleague Adam
Dude, you can't send it back and forth. You can't keep sending.
What's going on, Nick?
Hey, ready for your big match?
Yeah. Daniel, only one of us can go to WrestleMania, though. Which one? You want to tell me?
See? Thought I made this very clear. Only Damian Priest in the Elimination Chamber qualifying match. Sorry.
Some GM you turned out to be. You got our balls mixed up again, Nick. I like you better when you were bald. I want the bald Nick back.
I want the
Well,
ball.
in any event, here's you, Carmelo Hayes, and Trick Williams here
Yes,
for the threat match.
I know that.
Winner goes to
Talking
the
about
Elimination
Adam.
Yeah. So look, I came over to tell you, I appreciate the opportunity. Any chance I can get at a shot to main event WrestleMania, I'm gonna take.
That's it.
Just 2 wins away.
Yes, sir. Get this thing out of here. Okay?
Can't keep sending it back and forth.
That's because what you want to say, send it to Nicola.
I know. Thank you for telling me you said what I just said, Mom.
I remember.
Dippy Dippy! Woo-hoo! Big girl!
Tiffany was the first to land a spot in Elimination Chamber through this qualifying process.
And she got there by maliciously
I'm trying to remember what Tiffany Stratton's outfit is inspired by, because the way I see it right now, it kind of reminds me of Shawn Michaels' old aesthetic he had for his pants. Triple H, you better know what he's doing with Royce T. Don't waste his potential. Yeah, well, I have yet to see him, so at the moment I kind of don't care. I need to put this away and get my Gatorade because I am sweating. Put this away.
Making a mess on my bed. Get out. did the that liquid is going down. Those french fries were good. Delicious. Yeah, but you left me a lot of junk in there.
Wait, how about the massive news? The European Summer Tour on Diablo Italia. Here we go, the first ever premium live event to be held in Italy. It's going to be classic in Italy.
At least it's a country that some people can afford to go to because it's a tourist country.
European Summer Tour, superstars going across Italy, Spain, France.
Italy is still expensive to go
You
to.
can register to be the first to receive pre-sale information for all the events on the upcoming European Tour at WWE.com/WWE Live Europe. That is going to be awesome in Torino on May 31st.
Now, we had so much fun in Bologna last year, Joe. I am so happy we are going back to Italy. What a crowd there were last time. Let's beat it this time.
On 8 days, Tiffany Stratton is going to be in the elimination chamber. Recent former champion determined to get back to Wrestlemania and a championship match.
Here we go, Joe. Pledge. Make the pledge. Stand.
Well, a wheelchair. Really?
Think she's gonna be in this?
No, you all need to cry, but we have to be professional at the desk. This is a tragedy before our eyes.
Distributing her own newspaper.
So people were saying that, wow, both Matt Cardona and Chelsea Green have both been in a wheelchair as a storyline. But at the time, Matt Cardona was dating Eve Torres. And that's when John Cena rescued her from Kane when he kidnapped her in an ambulance, and then she jumped out and then she made out with him, and then it was right in front of Zack Ryder, and Zack Ryder was mad at him for like maybe a week about it, but then, you know, that's where I died down because who cares?
I don't really know that
An attack from a vindictive Tiffany Stratton.
She's going about the match, wait.
No, vindictive. So now the secret Hervis Alba Fire is going to issue a punishment beating to little Miss Stratton as a reward for breaking our leader's ankle.
Leader.
Fearless leader.
Taking a good right to action against Alba Fire. Qualifying match a couple of weeks ago. Lash Legend was involved. Chelsea ended up with this injury to the ankle.
You know full well Tiffany Stratton is desperate to get back to challenging for World Championship gold, perhaps against Jade Target, the woman who took the gold from her in the first place. We'll see if she can win at the chamber.
Felt like it, or like,
see how that all plays out. A lot up in the air at the moment in the women's division as we are on the hunt for those WrestleMania spots.
Incredible to see the upset that Kiana James pulled off just moments ago against Charlotte Flair. And Nia Jax, as you see, Tiffany Stratton coming in. Of course, Tiffany's the first to qualify for the Women's Elimination Chamber. Looking to put away Alba Fire here. So Tiffany, Ria Ripley, Alexa Bliss, Asuka, and Kiana James.
Yes, that's the shocker. I'm very interested to see how Kiana does in that particular matchup, but the spots are filling up rapidly. One left. We'll find out on Raw who fills that one. But right now it is all about Tiffany Stratton, and Alba Fire just cannot get anything going here.
Springboarding right into coming down with all that pressure on Alba Fire. Yeah, on Monday it'll be Iyo and Raquel and Kairi Sane in the final qualifier. We're just 8 days away from Elimination Chamber. Shoulders are down.
And clearly Tiffany Stratton is hitting top form at exactly the time of year you want to be.
Combination.
Alba Fire just cannot find a single answer, and this is a veteran Alba Fire who has dominated levels in NXT, in Europe, and in Japan. And finally gets a little something going, maybe a rake of the eyes there to Tiffany Stratton, but regardless, it was effective and finally stemmed that flow of offense that was coming the way with Alba Fire. Yeah, we're all impressed by that, Chelsea.
Chelsea was in the wheelchair. It's Alba Fire tries to take control here against Tiffany Stratton.
barely half.
It was a hot base being set early on by Tiffany Stratton, the recent former WWE Women's Champion. And Alba Fire just was able to quell that.
You're absolutely right. It was a hot pace, and a lot of times that will swarm an inexperienced athlete, and it will be a short match. But Alba Fire kept enough in the tank to ride it out, wait for one mistake, and then pounce. And that is a veteran display right now. And now is the time for the punishment beat.
I'm just testing what
Chelsea Green has to be loving this. Not this bit.
Tiffany, we're going to put her away.
Because my stomach's feeling a little better, but not probably enough to eat.
Punch on that one once again by Alba. Put by Alba.
Tiffany just played.
Chelsea doing what she's seeing right now. Sorry, was that walk through the dazzle lead? Did I see ornamental decorations?
If it's Chelsea Green, it's going to be done with style. This is a fashion leader. I know you know nothing about fashion, Joe Test. Despite being an Italian, you're the first Italian ever who has no fashion sense. But clearly you can learn a trick or two from the bedazzled Chelsea Green.
Major fashion house, of course, but we'll go with the bedazzled walking boot.
You should get a bedazzled suit in tribute to Chelsea Green and her broken
building a tribute. Friday Night Smackdown has been roaring all night long here. Amaranth Bank Arena, 11,400 plus.
But the thing is, Chelsea Green is legitimately injured with a broken leg. I think at the time at Cardona it was staged.
Threat that was won by Kiana James. This match in front of us here is really the back end of Alba Fire and Chelsea Green trying to get back for what happened in a qualifying match a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, what happened, Joe Tex? Here's what happened. Chelsea Green was savagely attacked by Tiffany Stratton, destroying the ankle. It almost had to be amputated, apparently.
Who are you getting your medical updates from?
Chelsea Green and the Chelsea Chronicle. It's all in there, Joe. You should try reading it sometime, please.
Who's the editor-in-chief of that? Somebody sitting on a bedazzled wheelchair.
I don't know who it is, but they deserve a pay rise.
With a newspaper bag hanging off the wheelchair there, and tossing out that fake news every time she comes down to the ring.
Fake news? It's
not right. It's right off the shoulder competition. I mean,
This has suddenly turned into an incredibly dominant display by Alba Fire, and people who've been studying the game of Alba Fire for the past 10 years will not be surprised by that whatsoever.
Tiffany Stratton and Alba Fire going at it here on Friday Night Smackdown. Still a couple of minutes of elimination chamber qualifying match with Carmelo Hayes and Damian Priest and Ripley. And then Randy Orton and Aleister Black in the main event as Tiffany Stratton looks to rally back against Alba.
Well, Tiffany has taken a hell of a beating over the past 3 or 4 minutes in this one. Finally getting a little something the opposite direction, but immediately back on top is the veteran Alba Fire. Alba Fire is on a major mission tonight to punish Tiffany Stratton, who is the prime reason why Chelsea Green is currently incapacitated in a wheelchair, unable to stand.
How can you pinpoint her as the moment that an injury happened in that qualifying match? You point the finger at her and say she's the prime reason. I can't even recall the injury taking place in that match. We called it.
It happened really fast. If you blinked, you missed it, but I saw it, and it was dastardly from Tiffany Stratton.
Chelsea Green looks on and now sees Alba Fire in a world of hurt against all the talent of Tiffany Stratton. To put her away right here.
Wagon absolutely ragdolled in there, almost a brainbuster-like move from the second rope. Really ugly landing for the Scots woman, followed up by this move that was slammed down hard on the knee of Tiffany Stratton, just about kicking out, clinging on. And now the cogs are whirring in the mind of Tiffany Stratton. How do I put this one to bed?
Chelsea with the surrender for the pose as she sits there in the wheelchair.
Well, you'd surrender too if you had your leg broken.
Broken? Do you really believe?
You can see the cast, Joe.
Mistake turned around by Alba Fire.
Very special connects.
And with that, Alba Fire looks to close this out.
Alba's had a lot taken out, but took a couple of beats to get that pin, and just enough in the tank of Tiffany Stratton to kick out, but Chelsea senses it like the rest of us. Inching closer to victory is Alba Fire of the Secret Herbers.
Look at the power of Stratton. Alabama slam, and Stratton now heading up to where she likes it best. But instead of the prettiest moonsault ever, it is Fire pushing her out to the floor.
Alba Fire just a little too fast now, and I'm scared for the safety of Chelsea Green in that wheelchair.
He's fine.
The woman who destroyed her leg is in rather close proximity, and that's why you hire the Secret Herb. Oh no!
Oh, met with a big right hand. Listen, she's out of the wheelchair way.
It's a miracle!
It's a miracle. Maybe it's not a broken leg, is what it is.
Oh, and look at Tiffany Stratton trying to attack an invalid. How dare you, Tiffany?
Unbelievable. Alba Fire comes flying through.
Well, the not-so-secret Hermes doing his job once again. Nice job, Alba. Now to put Stratton to the sword once and for all.
Fire like drink coffee. Sometimes I do. If my mom makes a cup and it smells good to me, then yeah, I'll say,
top on the top rope is Alba.
Frequently, no.
He's got it up. Tiffany Stratton got her knees up.
But when I do see a Starbucks, I do get it. I do get a wrap.
Connection now with the knees to the lower back of Stratton.
That with the chocolate croissant is the best.
Tiffany just throws her away at that moment. And now Stratton, as she looks to take control, going back up top. Prettiest moonsault ever. Get a good look at Chelsea Green, because that's exactly what you see in most Florida airports when you're boarding your plane. A lineup of wheelchairs that you question.
Chocolate croissants are so good. I know.
Question this, the prettiest moonsault ever, which is the most accurate
My French teacher in high school would always buy me them.
Professional wrestling, much to the despair of Chelsea Green. Get well soon, Chelsea, as Tiffany Stratton rolls on towards the Elimination Chamber next week.
My goodness, that hair is messy though.
Not good, man.
Hey, listen, I know some bad luck at the Royal Rumble and last week, hell of a match, but that could have gone anyway. You have nothing to be ashamed of.
Yeah, I know I have nothing to be ashamed of. If anybody should be ashamed of themselves here, it's you.
I should be ashamed of myself?
Yeah, Cody, yeah. Drew McIntyre gets involved in our match. I see you getting beat down. I help you. I try to help you. I do right by you. I try to do the right thing, and how do you repay me? You stick me with a crossroads, and you punch your ticket to Elimination Chamber. You put a knife in my back, Cody.
Sammy, that's your perspective what happened. That was chaos. The match wasn't over, the bell hadn't rung, the whistle hadn't blown. Yeah, you fell back into a crossroads. It's an opportunity I took advantage of. And those opportunities, they don't just plop in your lap, Sammy. Those are the opportunities that when they come to you, you haven't taken advantage of them, and that's why you haven't become WWE champion.
That's so.
That's real easy for you to say when you're the golden boy. Right? QB1, everything always comes up. Aces for Cody Rhodes. You got to finish your story, Cody. You were chosen. Nobody chose me. I've been trying to finish my story for 10 damn years. You understand? No, you don't. Of course you don't understand, because you don't know what it's like to constantly go out there and try to do the right thing every single time and have it blow. I don't know what it's like to do the right thing and have it blow up in your face. Where were you in Germany when I did exactly that? 3 stages of hell. Jacob Fatu showed up. I tried to do the right thing, and it cost me, everything. So don't lecture me about struggle, Sammy. I could walk you in the locker room right now, and every one of those guys, I bet you could beat. It's not me. It's not the system. The only thing in your way is you.
I mean, we're friends like Cody Rhodes. Who needs enemies? I'll tell you what, big dog. Let me give you some advice. I'm gonna do something tonight that you couldn't do. Let's get the job done. Let's talk about it.
Cody! Cody! Hey! Cody! Look, I'm sorry, okay? No, I'm sorry. I'm not doing it, okay? But you're right. You're right about everything you said. Look, you're going to become WWE champion again. It's a matter of when, not if. Everybody knows it, okay? This time around, just remember that you had a little help along the way. Okay?
I don't forget.
Yeah, this led on too long for a reason. Yeah, that's the longest. I think that's the longest like we've ever seen in a backstage promo, in my opinion.
Introducing first, from Boston, Massachusetts, weighing in at 210 pounds, he is the United States champion, Carmelo Hayes! The loaded elimination chamber needs another man. Melo against his former close friend Rick Williams and Damian Priest next.
I feel like an opera's going to happen every time I see it. Hi there.
A tribute to AJ Styles. That's Monday, one of the greatest superstars of all time. Returns home to Atlanta, Georgia. It'll be this Monday at 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific, only on Netflix. That's going to be so special when he addresses the WWE Universe one final time. Great AJ Styles. Well, there's Melo, and lately in all these U.S. title defenses, he's been accurate in saying Melo don't miss. Now he's called his shot in a different way, setting a course for elimination chamber. But look who he's up against here. I mean, this is some triple threat. This up a few times for other superstars. When you know what it's like to hold gold at WrestleMania, you're even more desperate to have that feeling.
Yeah, so if you've never been to the top of the mountain and 95% of the locker room are in that category, then you really want to get there. Damian Priest has as a former World Heavyweight Champion. You expect to be there. Suddenly your position in the card, at least in your mind, has changed forever. So I promise you, since losing that World Heavyweight Championship last year, Damian Priest has been on a tear, on a mission to get back to the very top. And right now, just like everyone else in this match, he is 2 wins away from blocking himself a World Championship match at Wrestlemania.
Superstars have been more outspoken in and out of the ring than Trick Williams since his arrival weight to Smackdown. So it just feels like things have changed around the locker room. And now he has to deliver on everything he's been saying. We heard it moments ago backstage, just simply say, I'm going to get the job done.
He's tall, he's dark, he's handsome, and he's got a little pizzazz, and it would seem like he's got the hottest chant in WWE history. And talk between Melo and Trick here now formally. Years ago, at least in NXT, they ran together as a Trick and Melo gang, ultimately a big falling out. It was every man for himself after Trick tried to negotiate some sort of partnership with Melo here. Melo was having none of it.
Yeah, Damian Priest wasn't wasting time getting to work in an Elimination Chamber qualifying match, but you detailed that they were best friends in NXT, and then the relationship fractured due to jealousy, as Priest looks to take control early on.
Smart from Priest, knows exactly what's at stake here. No time for chat. Well, clearly, Trick Williams sees the chat in a slightly different light.
Two big men with such athleticism and power.
These two know each other pretty well already. We saw them do battle a few weeks ago on Smackdown, and indeed at Saturday night's main event in that four-way. A rather heavy-handed affair between those two in the past, and seems to have started exactly the same way here.
You mentioned what happened back in January between these two. There was interference from Sami Zayn, so it was a no contest when Trick Williams and Damian Priest ended up together in the ring back then.
I'll tell you right now, the onus really is on Melo and Trick to beat the veteran Damian Priest here, former World Heavyweight Champ. He's been in the Elimination Chamber before. It's a big prove-it moment for a couple of guys in Trick and Melo who both want to be the guy right here on SmackDown. You can't be the guy unless you can put a guy like Priest on.
Minor food poisoning, but I'll be better in a couple days.
Chicago.
I just can't eat anything.
And this is just an extra layer of confidence that being a former World Heavyweight Champ gives you against a couple of relative newcomers. And I appreciate that Melo is a United States champ.
I had the exception of french fries and a donut just
Crazy
then,
athleticism for a 6'5",
I can't really, I'm not really supposed to eat those either.
Well, speaking of athleticism, Carmelo Hayes rolls off the back, springboards, and takes out Trick Williams.
Because that's all I've been eating.
Athleticism from Melo and La Mystica.
Oh, that drove the world spinning face buster of Carmelo Hayes. But Damian Priest, could he do it right here? And left shoulder up from Melo. Tessitour Wade Barrett with you here on Friday Night SmackDown, the road to WrestleMania. Now the road is closing in on Chicago. 8 days from now, it'll be Elimination Chamber. 4 men have punched their ticket to that golden opportunity there in Chicago. We're here to see if Carmelo Hayes, Damian Priest, or Trick Williams will be next.
Trick has been on one hell of a streak here since debuting on Smackdown. Another big victory last week against Ray Phoenix. But this would perhaps be the biggest of his career so far to get himself into that Elimination Chamber match and an opportunity of booking his ticket for WrestleMania and a World Championship match. But Melo has other ideas. So Carmelo Hayes, who is laser focused not only on keeping his United States Championship, but also adding to it by winning the chamber and then going on and winning World Championship gold at WrestleMania, becoming a champ.
Oh, looking for the quick one right here. And right back to it is Trick.
These two know each other so well. At one point, Carmelo Hayes was kind of the in-ring mentor to Trick Williams. Trick Williams at a time a few years ago, brand new to the industry.
Double knockdown with trading right hands. See Melo checking his teeth. Mere images of each other on the offensive assault.
And when you've dropped each other, the last thing you want is the massive Damian Priest prowling around the ring, picking out who he's going to take down.
Priest. Oh, as he just drops his head on that hard edge of the apron.
We saw Melo trying to negotiate his way off the shoulder of Priest, and Priest just had too much power and said, no, not today.
Big right hand from Damian Priest, one of the best strikers in the game.
No doubt about that. Has massive limb length. You see the huge frame, but those limbs are crazy long. And he knows exactly how to maximize his range, keep himself away from opponents while punching them in the mouth.
Trick Williams turning things around quickly.
It's that nimble-sided Trick Williams we've seen time and time again. Unfeasible movement for a heavyweight, but movement is the Carmelo Hayes story. Might be the best move that I have ever seen in this industry. He's right up there with the best in history.
Yes, I have. I watched the movie, the Mario movie. It was alright. But most would say Sonic was better. I still have yet to watch the Sonic movie though, but I kinda don't need to know that it was probably better.
Jumping TDT. And now Williams looking to rid the ring of Carmelo Hayes. What a great scene here in Sunrise, Florida for Friday Night Smackdown. So much on the line. A men's elimination chamber qualifying match. Trick Williams and Damian Priest in the ring right now. And the triple threat is Carmelo Hayes, United States champion, now enters the fray. Springboard and delivers.
Just pinpoint perfection once again from Carmelo Hayes. And sadly for Melo, both opponents rolling out of the ring. Going with it on the outside, and Melo not slowing down, picking up the pace just when it counts.
Man, that running shotgun drop kick as Trick Williams was draped across the timekeeper barrier, and now Melo wants every bit of it. Right on top of Priest with the splash.
Damian Priest looking groggy as hell, bouncing in the right moment was Carmelo Hayes, almost getting the job done with that frog splash. Another look at this, you can see Damian Priest was trying his best to get out of danger, just didn't have enough left in the tank. We're getting out of trouble at least for now.
You can see how effective Damian Priest is as Carmelo Hayes is tracking him on the outside.
It's so frustrating for a superstar when they are out the other.
Oh man! Interception, Trick Williams.
They already have plans to, I think, along with the Zelda
Just
movie.
about catching Carmelo Hayes as Carmelo was hitting top gear.
And you can hear the crowd chanting, "Whoop that Trick." And Trick Williams, the Uranagi, and into the hook of the leg.
Once again, you can see Carmelo trying his best to evade that move, but Trick was having none of it. It's like a second bite of that bookend, it connected. Carmelo Hayes in big trouble here.
The self-boasting, most entertaining, most athletic, most dangerous man in the business is trying to showcase everything he's about.
Grown folk talking.
Non-stop in the ring as you heard moments ago. Now Melo. Oh, he caught it. He knew what was coming.
There's a little surprise attack there from Trick Williams, and watch out! Right into the front of the desk. Desk is absolutely trashed. Imagine what the ribs of Damian Priest feel like. But now Trick spots victory coming.
Trick Williams got him lined up, but instead, Carmelo out the back door. Oh man! Trick Williams!
Well, that connected flush with full momentum, and Trick Williams cannot quite believe that did not get the victory.
I like Carmelo.
He brings that trick kick. Very few survive it, but somehow the U.S. champion did.
With Damian Priest down and maybe out, it behooves Trick Williams and indeed Carmelo Hayes to try and finish the job now.
And that is exactly what Trick Williams intends to do. Well, Damian back on his feet.
Yeah, that's
back into the mix.
World heavyweight champion level endurance right there, shrugging off the pain of that desk landing. And now,
Razor's Edge to advance to Elimination Chamber. And that right shoulder somehow is able to get up.
But don't take your eyes off. No! Does he not miss?
But net. Williams in the triple threat makes the save to keep things alive. So every man has brought his best. And every man is laid out in the ring. What a scene here on Smackdown.
All three of these are in incredibly bad shape. This deep into the matchup, but that's all you need for motivation. Crack your eye open, see that WrestleMania sign, and realize you are 2 victories away tonight as well. The next one being Elimination Chamber, and you are going to the dance.
It is in 8 days in Chicago. Randy Orton's in. LA Knight. Cody Rhodes. Javon Evans is in. And now, who will get the next ticket?
I don't know how wise a Carmelo Hayes it was to be traded with the bigger, stronger Trick Williams, but somehow Carmelo Hayes is hanging in there with him.
It's not going to be. I know, but
Priest, 2 massive kicks. The knee, the spinning effort, and now the striking attack of Damian Priest.
Mentioned it earlier, one of the best strikers in the game. Double attack in response, and Priest looking in a real bad way now.
Helping hand and delivers. Crossbody lateral press. Trick says, hold on a second. That's mine. Look at us steal it. Melo rips his hand away from hooking the leg.
You don't get freebies when it comes to the Elimination Chamber and an opportunity at WrestleMania.
On counter by Carmelo Hayes that delivers the kick, and now he's looking to face right here, right now.
Carmelo Hayes just looking a step ahead this deep in the match, but watch out!
Look at this! Shoulders down by way of Williams. Back and forth they go. First 48. Carmelo Hayes is in prime position to do it.
Well, Hayes looking to go up top. That is a long way across the ring, but if anyone can make it, Carmelo Hayes certainly can.
Never doubt him. He comes on! Reese with a massive right hand. And now a razor's edge. Oh! The trick shots delivered, and could that be it? Just when Damian Priest thought he had it all lined up, that big Powerful, running, jumping, company from Trick Williams.
Let's talk about it. Oh yeah, Trick Willie just booked his ticket for the Elimination Chamber, and this was Melo going in for the big one. But out the corner of his eye, what does he see? A big swing from Damian Priest.
So, I can tell you what time it is. It's 10 o'clock.
Trick shot. Going 2 trick shots. And Trick Willie did exactly what he said. He got the job done.
So we now have 5 of the 6 in the chamber. 5 of the 6 ways to define greatness and opportunity. Only 1 spot left, and it will be determined Monday with Jey Uso, Bronson Reed, or the OGO Grande Americano. But put Trick Williams in the mix.
Hey,
That's not a good idea.
I don't know what's in the... Wow.
Fix this.
You know Big Time Rush thought of this first because that's what this is a reference to Big Time Rush.
It's your fault. What do you mean?
It's my fault.
We have Axiom's mask still if you let me be at ringside. So yes, this is
Axiom
your...
masks. That's one thing. Just hold that thought. Jordan, do you need something?
Do you have a minute?
Yeah.
You're new here? Important business happening, okay? Wait your turn.
No, I'm bored.
You're gonna have a problem bigger than your show of a husband if you talk to me like that again.
You do not talk about my husband.
You're
like
a weird husband.
No, why are you leaving
Okay, ladies. Seems like the two of you have some frustrations that you want to get out, so why don't we take them out on each other next week in a match? That sounds great.
Get down from there. You're going home.
He's not feeling too great.
I'm surprised he could go that long without blinking. Did he even blink? I wasn't paying attention this whole time. Did Johnny Gargano blink that whole time?
And this little winter here.
So heated a week ago, and it's been an exchange with Iyo and Ria, and now the U.S. champion gives Ria face-to-face non-title match, but with a lot behind it next.
Monday.
They probably explained what was wrong with Iyo, but the mic was kind of cut out a little bit when they said it, so that's why we have yet to find out why Iyo was replacing Ria.
Who gets to Chicago for Elimination Chamber?
Who cares?
Monday, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific, only on Netflix.
Which date the Fox said backstage? It's Elimination Chamber, so February 28th.
Well, the week of WrestleMania in Vegas is just awesome. Vegas will also host Smackdown and Raw during WrestleMania weekend. That's Friday, April 17th, Monday the 20th. That's going to be at the T-Mobile Arena, and tickets are on sale now at AXS.com.
Get up. We're done. Stop.
You back? Hello, Phyllis. I'm actually in line behind two others. Two others. Did you forget? You done injured me, making me sit at home for months, and you thought I was just gonna disappear? You ain't stupid. Oh yeah, nuts for fuck. I actually think it's better if she doesn't see it coming. You're right. I was gonna hit her. I just want to see her scared. It's better if you bruise that ego, hurt that pride, take that title, and then she don't gotta worry about WrestleMania.
Iyo, you back? Go ahead, my bitch, man.
Yes, whatever.
That's my bitch, bitch.
If it's not Jordan Grace, it's gonna be Jake Cargill is forever bound by BFAB and Michin. If it's not Jordan Grace.
Never backs down from a challenge. Hey, a week ago, of course, tag team champions Iyo and Ria were in a brutal championship match. It resulted in a chaos.
Yeah, against Nia Jax and Latch Legend, both teams came close to victory on several occasions, but eventually the competitors completely lost focus on the victory part, and a devastating brawl ensued. Absolutely nowhere was safe as tables were broken, then security's barriers were broken, the ref pulled this whole thing out. And of course, ultimately, the bodies of four competitors were completely broken too. Now, the rematch of that incident will be taking place next week for Smackdown, but for this week, Ria Ripley has some singles to deal with.
That's going to be so much fun. There it is, next week in Louisville, Kentucky, the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship match. Ria Ripley, Iyo Sky against the Irresistible Forces next week.
And we are back on the USA next week.
Yes. The schedule comes to an end, so USA Network next week for Friday Night Smackdown. The night before Elimination Chamber. Elimination Chamber that on the women's side, speaking of Nia Jax, now includes Kiana James, who pulled off the upset, winning the triple threat earlier tonight here in Florida over Charlotte Flair and Nia Jax.
So we had some major crosswords last week in the aftermath of that tag melee that we saw a few moments ago. Giulia and Kiana James talked a little smack to our tag champs Iyo and Ria Ripley. Clearly very unhappy with each other. Now, you also mentioned not so long ago, Joe, that Giulia lost her opportunity to qualify for the Elimination Chamber. Of course, Giulia and Kiana James lost their tag opportunity against the tag champs a couple of weeks ago. So Giulia highly irate at the moment, and this, right from the off, has been a very, very aggressive version of Giulia, who is not backing down to the intimidating Ria Ripley.
No, she's not at all. As Ria with that strength and power, but Giulia's got her locked up here.
As we transition into that Grovit type move there, trying to choke out Ria Ripley, but Ripley simply too strong. Too much left in the tank, very difficult to disable Ria Ripley this early in a matchup.
And you mentioned what happened on February 6th when Ria and Iyo scored the pinfall on Giulia in that tag team championship match. And then a week ago when Ria was commenting, oh, you must be mad about how Elimination Chamber qualifying went.
Well, once again, attempting to get a tornado DDT there, but Ripley just holding on, refusing to go down, and now forcing this into a vertical suplex. We'll see if this one works out. And yeah,
oh, it does, as the delayed vertical suplex is delivered by Ria. And just a one count. But you can see writhing in pain with her back is Giulia.
Yeah, I feel like suddenly Mami's woken up and is looking to finish this.
Looking for Riptide right away. Giulia able to escape it and then slam Ripley down.
The yank of the hair, referee wasn't too impressed, but it's done the job. Warning sent the way of Giulia, but Giulia now with a firm upper hand.
Coming hard to that corner.
Giulia really getting better as the weeks pass here on SmackDown, getting more and more comfortable in that ring.
Drop kicks her all the way to the other corner.
I mean, what a test this is against Ria Ripley. So Ria Ripley was already qualified for the Elimination Chamber. Iyo Sky got her qualifier this Monday on Raw. Presumably taking it easy tonight, resting up ahead of that while Mami does the damage.
Iyo Sky against Raquel Rodriguez and Haii Sane to determine the final spot in the Women's Elimination Chamber.
She has a vampire fighting a werewolf.
And this is just Mami finding those extra gears now. Oh! And that was one gear. Standing shoulder first into the post. Nice movement there from Giulia. And Ria Ripley's in big trouble there.
Boy, you could hear that impact echoing throughout Amarillo Bank Arena, and then the steel steps, so Giulia is in control against Ria.
Little winch.
Shut up, Mommy.
Well, Giulia turned things around against Ria quickly.
Yeah, that's what you have to do against a bigger, stronger opponent. If you're smart enough, use their strength, use their momentum against them, bait them in, as Giulia just did, and over-exerting herself in that attack in the corner was Ripley, and Ripley ended up eating shoulder first the steel ring post. It's not often you see that shots of Ria Ripley just bouncing off a competitor. This is a Giulia with an extra drive in her tonight. Perhaps impressed by tag partner Kiana James qualifying for the Elimination Chamber and thinking, you know what, I'm going to try upstaging her now. With a major singles victory against Ria Ripley.
Slamming her into the top of that barrier. See the emotion that Giulia is battling with tonight as Ria looks to turn things around and deliver a barrier shot to Giulia.
Yeah, and I think Giulia has been the picture of composure at times here since arriving on SmackDown. And I think the angry version of Giulia is clearly peeling back the layers and finding something extra special here and really dominating Ria Ripley. And it's rare you see anybody doing that.
Just locking up her arms in between the ropes and pulling back.
So let me check, is that part, is that the beautiful part of the madness?
That would be the madness.
I think you're right on that one. Praise look in the eyes of the US champ. You know she's in full control of this one, and I don't think too many people would have predicted Ria Ripley at the feet of Giulia this easily in this matchup.
The intensity of Giulia that we are seeing here. Stretch her out here with all that leverage, pulling back in the compromised position. Oh my!
Oh, that might be a knockout. That might be a knockout. Oh, the jaw of Ripley bouncing off the mat. I have no idea how Ripley kicked out there.
Force coming down with her leg and just slamming Ripley's head.
And there is no respite whatsoever from these attacks from Giulia, who is on a mission tonight. And I go as far as to say this is the best Giulia has looked since arriving on Smackdown.
No thanks, I don't marry people who don't know
control and making it look almost effortless.
That's right. Thank you, people. Yeah. He's some encouragement. I can see that the witch is gonna win.
Would you shut up, Mommy? Like, seriously, you just repeat stuff.
Because I hate that.
Mommy, it's not her fault. Like,
Julia, the
how many
United
times do I have
States
to tell you?
champion,
It's
is
not
in
her fault.
control here in this non-title match against Ria Ripley. It's all the emotion of recent weeks that has boiled up in Giulia, and we have seen plenty of spirit and fight energy. Came up short in the Elimination Chamber qualifying, lost the tag team championship, and now taking it out on Ria.
Went for that Arriva Dirty. Ria Ripley just about getting the hand of walking in the nick of time. And Ripley has been taken to task tonight by Giulia, but is still alive in this one and looking to turn things around.
Center of the ring, Giulia and Ria Ripley, 8 days away from Elimination Chamber. Ria Ripley will be in it on the women's side. Giulia's tag team partner, Kiana James, that's one of the big stories of the night. She pulled the upset to punch her ticket to Elimination Chamber. And now Mommy, here comes Ria.
For the first time in this match, Ripley looking to build some momentum after riding at a major storm from Giulia. Oh boy, have things suddenly turned around here.
Have they ever?
Beat them, bitches!
Even when she looks beaten, there's still lurking in the tank.
The explosive offense from Ripley, and it is met by Giulia.
Yeah, there's absolutely no let-up from Giulia tonight. It's like a woman possessed in that ring.
She's looking to lock her up in that underhook butterfly position. But Ria fighting back in that second rope and turn things around, and now she has Giulia in a spot.
Completely unprotected.
Oh! And Ripley with such ease and returns the favor.
Face plant right off the shoulder. And Ria Ripley looks almost furious with herself for allowing Giulia to dominate so much of this match. Well, this could be it now.
No, she's going for Riptide. Wait. Ria wants to end it right here as Giulia fights back with a series of elbows.
Well, Giulia's done her homework, knows how devastating that move is. Needs something in the plan, and that'll do it.
That's exactly what she looks to get here. And a Riva Dirty knee. A Riva Dirty knee. And Ria survives it.
But straight back on the attack is Giulia again. Absolutely no let-up.
Could be a Northern Lights bomb right here, but instead, the headbutt from Ria Ripley.
Beat that bitch ass, like I said.
Mommy, stop.
Nia Jax has
Good.
arrived.
Like, you act like she would never gonna lose. I knew it would be a no contest. They mentioned those two for a
Going
reason.
down next week in Louisville.
The irresistible forces sending a major message now to 50% of the women's tag champs. Ria Ripley, who is getting locked in the ring, back up as always well.
I love that outfit Lacey, I mean not Lacey, Last Legend has.
Leslie navigating her way around Nia Jax. It's only half the puzzle here.
The genius of the sky.
Shote uppercuts on Lash Legend. What a mismatch those two are.
Ria clears the ring of Lash Legend. But their arrival put an end to a feisty match. They will meet with the tag team championships on the line next week in Louisville.
I still don't know why
Oba Femi.
they changed Iyo.
Impressive showing tonight. You know, I've had my eye on you, and you are a WrestleMania main event waiting to happen. And as the locker room leader, the man filling the void that John Cena left, it is my responsibility to get the next generation ready.
Oh, really? How are you going to do that?
I'm glad you asked. My 3 core values: master, inspire, zone in, master the class. Inspire to be better than everybody else, and when the pressure hits, zone in and be undeniable. I can show you the ropes, both inside and out, to get you where you need to be.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You can show me the ropes?
Yeah.
Okay. How about you show me the ropes next week?
Perfect.
Right?
Yeah.
I'll go talk to Aldis about it.
Awesome. Hey, why is he talking to Oba?
Wait, no, not a match! Not a match!
Randy Orton, Aleister Black. Our main event on Smackdown is coming your way.
Mommy, get your ass out of my face! Like, that's all I'm saying. Just shaking your ass in front of the TV. Yes, you were. You were.
Well,
Yes,
I
you
forgot. I forgot. It was there.
Huh?
I forgot it was there. Like I'm used to it.
Nobody can see you, and who cares? They know what you do. They know you smoke. Yes, they do. The what? Oh, not that. No, they don't see. They don't see that, but I do. So I can't. Like, what the heck? I don't want to see that.
Hey, Sunday night, watch the Royal Rumble. Catch all the action. The road to WrestleMania underway. The full Royal Rumble broadcast Sunday night on standard, regular ESPN, not the app, lineal, big ESPN, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific, the Royal Rumble on ESPN.
Lexi, I know
Take a minute, take it in. I know this is hard for you, but you're gonna be okay. Charlotte.
Oh, I know that.
Lexi, I'm not upset. My best friend is in chamber. I am not. I am fine. You wanna know why I'm fine? Because I am famously evolved. Lexi, I'm wearing studs. Do you see any diamonds?
Aww, Alexa. Are you sure that you're gonna be okay in the chamber all by yourself? I mean, you two have become pretty codependent. Kiana, really rich coming from you. You said you wanted Giulia to be a triple champion and yet you're the only one in chamber. Interesting.
Well, we don't worry about petty little issues like that. We understand that this is a working relationship. You guys might be best friends, okay? But we're the most powerful duo on this roster.
Huh? No. Who that?
I'm fine. I'm fine. What's your crew with me?
Boy, Charlotte was so close, had the figure eight leg lock locked in against Nia when all of a sudden Kiana James came up with a pinfall victory. Hey, next week we're back on USA Network for Friday Night Smackdown. Going to be in Louisville. Let's go through what's coming to fans.
I said that it would only work, like, you know, for Liv Morgan to be champion if, what you call it, Raquel Rodriguez, like, you know, follow up with Raquel Rodriguez and have them feud against each other.
And perhaps it is time for the Wyatt Six Sacred Family Lantern to return home. Soul Sokoa, Uncle Howdy put forth the challenge. It is in Louisville next week.
I'm gonna smash him next week. Let's get the call, let's get the hell out of here. Huh? Yeah. Hey, I'll catch up with y'all. Let me finish talking. Put y'all at the call. Tell me. I want you to know that I'm very, very proud of you. Congratulations on the big win tonight. You know what? You've been by my side since day one and you never betrayed me. And I know you'll be U.S. champion one day. But for now, we need to focus on the Wyatts. We need to make sure that they never get this back. Because without this, they're nothing. Trust me.
Shinsuke.
それでいいのか。もっとアドバイスを一人で戦えよ。Will you only be in Silver Shadow? Soul has led you into a war where you are nothing more than a soldier. You've been held back from becoming your own man.
I've always been my own man.
But after proving, next time you compete, you'll be finding tree in the forest. Let's find out what Tonga is truly capable of. もう似たらどうなんだろう。
That's why I just speak Japanese.
He's only like that because he fought in Japan.
Yes, exactly. And he's Hawaiian.
So?
Other than his Hawaiian language,
Mommy, to study wrestling, you either study in America or the Asian countries, Mommy. Because that's where they specialize in them. If it's not Mexico, Japan, or America, then I don't know where else.
When the Elimination Chamber qualifiers began, it did so without Select nearly landing a spot there. But in the end, Randy Orton's RKO took it. Now he's pointing a finger right at Orton tonight. And he's meeting up with him in the main event.
Tomorrow's Triple A, so I'll check that out, but I won't go live for that because it always gets copyrighted when I do. So I'll just keep you updated on Dominic's matches up with King Kong, whether it's really where he has the condition being he has to shave his head if he loses.
Landing a black mass on Randy Orton that likely would have gotten him to Chicago.
Yeah, locked calls within. You would think, okay, that's the issue over, but clearly it has not left the mind of Aleister Black ever since.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making its way to the ring from St. Louis, Missouri, weighing in at 280 pounds, the Viper, Randy Orton! In 8 days, Randy Orton will be in the chamber in Chicago. We know 4 of the other men who will be by his side. LA Knight, Cody Rhodes, Devon Evans, and earlier tonight, we saw Trick Williams advance. When he sent forth the message at the start of 2026, this year is for history, to add to his championship record.
Yeah, Randy Orton, generally the favorite for any match he's competing in. However, the Elimination Chamber, there is an element of luck involved, of course, regarding when the pots open. And just in general, such a hard match to predict with 6 of the best competing, all that steel and carnage. It's going to be quite the event 1 week from tomorrow. But all's going to get there in one piece first, and of course, locking over someone as dangerous as Aleister Black is no easy task. Black said some cryptic words the way of Orton last week, and indeed again this week, and despite those words being cloaked in his typical ambiguity, the words were clearly dripping with threat.
Earlier tonight, Aleister Black telling Randy Orton that the guy he's seen the past couple of weeks, that's not the Viper he knows.
Yeah, I'm going to be, I don't know what Aleister Black is getting at, and that probably goes for a lot of the things that come out of the mouth of Aleister Black. I'm not quite sure what he means. I think he was alluding to the fact that this great friendship of Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton, they're going to meet in the Elimination Chamber. I think he was stirring that part, but careful stirring up a viper's nest, and now Aleister Black is the one who's put himself in major danger in my eyes.
The appreciation from this crowd here, chanting Randy right on the opening bell, 11,400 plus here at the home of the Stanley Cup champion for the Panthers. Still Black.
Trying their best to sow some fear in the mind of their opponent. Orton for once had his match there with Aleister Black. Sinister left him pose from both men, but back on top, Orton.
And how about a bonus strike out to the floor? The Viper off to a good start.
Now you can put it up on. You can turn the heat on too, because it's been off ever since 7:30.
Orton out of the corner of his eye, staring at our desk and quickly coming into play, but Aleister Black knew that was
I'll turn
coming.
it off at 1:30 and then leave it off and turn it back on at 3.
Aleister Black comes back with a kick attack and Randy back into the ring.
Yeah, the difficulty in staying one step ahead of Randy Orton is quite the task, and believe me, I've locked up with Orton on more than one occasion, and I rarely came off well, and Orton once again going back to Old Faithful, that test. Equivalent of a tag partner for Randy Orton over the years, and it seems to be the case once again tonight.
Oh man, the impact on the back of Aleister Black.
The Viper is hearing voices in his head, and they're saying one more time.
He's hearing 11,434 of them. And he delivers on exactly what they want.
Ask and ye shall receive. Aleister Black at this point might be regretting talking a little smack to the Viper earlier.
How about 3?
They didn't even ask for that one, that's a bonus.
again just to dole out more punishment on Aleister Black.
It was just an experience witnessing one of the greatest in history, Randy Orton, do his thing. And people here tonight get a real treat. Orton has barely even broken sweat at this point and been completely dominant in the process. Trying to scramble away is Aleister Black, and finally getting some shots in the turn.
He needs every one of those kicks. There's been a non-stop attack.
Those Muay Thai strikes that have helped become the major name that he is. They're just bouncing off the Viper.
Look at the way his body is draped across that timekeeper barrier. The Viper, Randy Orton, who looked to shut up Aleister Black earlier tonight, said if he wants to see the old Randy, then go get your gear. And that is how we have ended up with this main event, as Randy Orton has been in complete control.
Just devastating stomps, destroying the body of Aleister Black. And Randy Orton has been at his cold and calculated best. And clearly Selena is aware of that. She's trying to throw a spanner in the works here for Orton. And this distraction may be pivotal.
Oh, and it pays off with that knee to the back from Aleister Black.
Selena paying dividends there for Aleister Black, who was getting absolutely nothing in this match. But these kicks from Black are devastating. The Muay Thai expert.
Where he's so dangerous, and you brought it up. Just 8 days away from Elimination Chamber, and Randy in against a dangerous striker like Aleister Black.
Yeah, that's the danger in taking a match like this. You think, you know what, I'll shut this guy up, but you also want to try and 100%.
He can win it right here.
Ahead of Elimination Chamber. That was a late kick out for Orton.
Well, that's a massive knee. Deliver a couple big strikes.
So the knee on the point of the jaw. I don't care how great you are. Take another look at the impact of that. And there's no blocking that shot. But Orton, for all his greatness, for all those 20 plus years, is still a human being with a human being jaw. And that impact has clearly taken a major toll on the Viper.
Randy Orton was the first to qualify for Elimination Chamber. Aleister Black came up short. Black challenged him earlier tonight. Randy glad to take it. Remember Monday, the tribute to AJ Styles, one of the greatest to ever do it. He will have his final address to the WWE Universe on Monday Night Raw.
Now from that suplex attack, still throwing knee shots at every angle. That is the
right to the top of the head wing.
Crazy skilled feet and knees of Aleister Black.
Up for the vertical suplex. Next thing you know, you have a knee coming down on the top of your head. Here's Aleister Black, hook of the leg.
So here's the problem when you're in there with someone like an Aleister Black, who's this kind of crossover fighter from the world of Muay Thai and Thai boxing. Nobody trains for this kind of offense in wrestling gym. So Randy Orton, for all his career, he's taken on the absolute best out there. He's never fought someone with the kind of skill set of an Aleister Black, and that's why when Aleister Black gets a little momentum, there is no way to block these shots for Randy Orton. This is all new offense that Orton is receiving in his 25 years deep into a career.
Yeah, of anybody on the roster, of anybody in the locker room, Aleister Black possesses the most extensive background in martial arts, and you're seeing it come through mid-match. But Randy, you know what he's capable of. Looking for that draping DDT.
Desperately trying to break that rhythm is Black, and he's doing exactly what you need to do in that situation. Just stop on Orton in his tracks.
Back and forth they go. You can see Randy a little unsteady on his feet for a moment.
Trying to figure out the method to the madness of Aleister Black, and I do see it as a madness. It doesn't quite connect with a lot of us mentally. But Black returned to WWE with a stated intent of making up for lost time and getting on a fast track to the main event. Well, if you want to be in some main events around here, winning a singles match against Randy Orton will certainly help your cause. And that is likely the reason why Aleister Black is currently targeting such a big fish as Randy Orton.
Yeah, that's as big of a notch that you can put on the belt. Randy up to his feet, able to counter. Back suplex.
For all the strikes in the world, there is simply no accounting for power, and Randy getting that look in his eye. He's wounded, and that is perhaps when the Viper is at his most dangerous.
Look at those eyes. That is where danger lives.
Black picks, the ice-cold stare has returned, and I would not want to be Aleister Black right now.
Randy on the attack. That scoop step power slam. Big conception.
Randy looking as barbaric as ever. It didn't work the first time, but this time Aleister Black is a lot more softened up.
The draping DDT. He is zoned in on the target. Black, able to survive it.
Wisely scarping out of there. I don't know how much is left in Aleister Black, but he better smarten up quick, because in hot pursuit is Randy Orton.
No big KO. I mean, he caught him clean and flush.
Just a roundhouse to the temple of Orton, and Orton struggling back. That'll work too. Good old-fashioned poke to the eye. Referee did not like that. Got to be careful.
He just got away with poking the eye.
Off the table instead. Black able to secure himself on the table. Oh man! Oh man!
Well, Aleister Black went for that big Pele kick to the jaw there of Orton. Denied block, and now face planted onto the desk.
Getting the attention of Randy Orton just for a moment.
Well, it worked the first time around. This time, however, Aleister Black has not stirred since eating that desk.
My dick.
Orton is cooking up something here.
Is he ever?
Barbaric look in his eye. Watch this, Selena.
Draping DDT off the desk onto the floor. Oh, man, the impact on the floor.
Oh, let me tell you, those are very thin protective pads covering concrete. And the skull of Aleister Black just bounced 6 inches in the air.
And now Orton's going to toss him right back in.
Orton can take all the time.
Oh, Drew McIntyre just comes in with the title and smashes Randy Orton across the head.
Just drilled on, and Orton is barely moving. I can't believe it.
Torturing all his opponents.
Here comes Cody.
Well, McIntyre was thrown out of the bowling earlier by GMO. There's clearly sneaked his way back in, but is the damage done?
Cody's on the hunt for
help your friend or go after him. Make a choice.
From Drew's championship, that title came right across his head as he struggled to get back to his feet. Black Mass! Black Mass delivered from Aleister Black! 8 days away.
He hesitated.
Randy Orton will be in the Elimination Chamber.
Cody Rhodes left his friend hanging.
But he took on this dangerous assignment and Drew McIntyre of all people.
Well, McIntyre refusing to accept any targets on his own.
Now you want to help.
Champion, apparently it seems, placing targets on anyone who is in the elimination chamber.
Well, Sami Zayn will surely call you out for that.
To his championship at WrestleMania.
Smashing that title across the head of Randy Orton. And then a black mask delivered from Aleister Black.
Doesn't the WWE champ look proud of himself?
8 days away from Elimination Chamber. It'll be in Chicago on Saturday the 28th.
One of those famous director guys passed away, but I'm sorry, I don't know who he is.
Before every celebration, there's a moment.
I don't know who he is. But that's the end of the show. Oh yeah, so now they're making Cody Rhodes out to be only looks out for himself kind of guy. Does this mean a heel turn? Most would say yes, but I have a feeling like, not yet, but Cody will soon embrace it after a while. He'll deny it at first, but he'll embrace it with time. So that's, I think, what they're going for, really. And then when the time comes, him and Sami Zayn and or Randy Orton can have a feud with them, and it'll all be good. That'll be exciting. That's all. I need to keep this short because I need to really just rest up. What is Drew McIntyre's problem? He just wants to go after everyone who did him wrong. And Randy Orton did have problems with Drew McIntyre in the past, so just have to get anyone who he had a problem with in the past. Because now that he's champion, he can do whatever he wants, he feels. But the real problem is that Cody Rhodes didn't help his friends, and Sami Zayn is kind of right. He stabbed him in the back by focusing on Drew and his title more than looking out for his friends. But this is all part of the heel turning process, even though WWE claims that he won't turn heel because his merchandise sales will plummet the moment he does turn heel. But the way they're doing it, I think people will be a little bit more on the understanding side. I mean, I understand already, but I never even liked Cody Rhodes enough to buy merchandise for him, so that's WWE and, true diehard Cody Rhodes fans' problems, but not mine. But that's all. But that's all for me. I need to really just hit the bed and just relax because I'm so sluggish, and until I feel sluggish, I won't really feel like myself. And when I eat all my regular foods again, so hopefully it'll take just this last few days, and I'll be back to my normal self, back in my room, and back just wearing my regular clothes and stuff. But until then, thanks for watching another Knockin Chu Out stream done. The Knockin Chu Out stream Discord and Instagram are in the description below. I'm on hiatus till further notice, but follow them anyway. And down below, my donation links, Ko-Fi or Cash App. Any and all donations are appreciated and accepted. Thank you. And as always, the wrestling server link is down below too. If you don't have live TV or streaming services like I do sometimes, you can watch wrestling from any company with that link. But this is for today's show, as always. So if you want to watch something else, just click the home watermark and you'll see the full selection of what's on and what's upcoming. So bookmark it, save it if you don't have live TV or streaming services like I do sometimes. But that's all for me. I'm going to relax and just hope this food poisoning clears up by the time it's Monday or Tuesday the latest. Or Wednesday the latest. Either way, it'll be sometime next week, I'm sure. But that's all for me. Good night. Love you. Remember to live with idle energy. Bye.